I remember being in prison this last time and walking the yard, and going to canteen line. Canteen line is where you get your store. You get to buy food, It's food that's not just state food, and sitting in, there's a bunch of people, and they call my last name with my last two numbers, and I start walking up to the canteen line, and this little Mexican guy's walking with me, and I look over, I'm like, who's this? You know what I mean? And so we hand him our card, and they go, all right, we're looking for you. So they gave him back his card, and as we're walking away, he goes, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, hey, originally from Sacramento. And mind you, he's like a little guy, you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, where are you from? I said, Sacramento. He said, well, who's your dad? And I said, his name is George Michael Torres. And he thought about it. He's like, oh, no way, man. He said, that's my son. And I was like, what? That's a trip, you know what I mean? And we're talking about things, and anyways, I started walking away, we go our separate ways, and then we meet back up, we're walking around the yard, and he's asking me, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you get out? You know what I mean? Because he was doing life, he was never getting out. And I told him, I said, and when we were walking, and he's telling me his story, telling about my dad, and I put my dad in a different light and painted him in a different picture, and it allowed me to see him differently, because his dad abandoned him. And so that made me not want to do the same things. That made me want to break the bondage, break the cycle. And so it made me want to do something different in my life. And I told him, I said, well, I'm going to try to go into a program, when I get out of here. I'm going to try to get away from my reservation. So when I get out, I go to my drug counselor, his name is Paul, and he says, well, let's try to get you into a program. So I'm like, all right, I want to go to an Indian program where I could sweat and I could do traditional stuff. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm for it. And then we're calling Friendship House, we're calling the Turtle Lodge, and they're like, nope, we're not taking it, but we're full. And so he's like, well, what about this one? And I was like, I don't really want to go to a white man's God. I want to go hang out with my people. I want to go learn about my ways, And he said, well, nobody's accepting you. So he said, just give this one a shot. It could help. And I said, all right. So I called Teen Challenge, and everything inside me was like, man, I hope that they say no, that they have no room, that there's no space, and that so I could at least tell my family I tried. And nope, they said, come on down. You know what I mean? You're the next contestant. And I came down not knowing what I was getting myself into, because if I knew what I was getting myself into, I would have never came. And I came with the open mind. Well, I tried everything else. I tried the secular world. I tried cognitive behavioral therapy. I tried it all, and nothing was successful. And I thank God that he shut every single door for me to come here. I thank God that I was broken the way I was, because if I didn't come in broken, I would have left broken still, because I thought I knew it all. I thought I had it all figured out. But when I came in broken, it gave God an opportunity to pour in and fix, because I am that clay in his hand, and he has a master plan for me. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity that Teen Challenge they gave me. They gave me the safe place I needed to heal. They gave me the safe place where I could learn about who I was in the Bible. They gave me a safe place to build that relationship with Jesus Christ. And without Teen Challenge, I most likely would be dead of my addiction, because that's where I was going before I went to jail. Definitely death of my addiction.